Welcome to Deep Book Digest, where we take these deep dives into books. Yeah. And today, we are diving into Think and Grow Rich. Now, I, I know the title, and it does sound, I don't know, those late night infomercials. Yeah. But trust me, this book is a classic, and it's influenced some very big names from like business tycoons to, those self-help gurus. Absolutely, it's had a massive impact. It almost feels like this book is claiming it has the secret formula to getting rich. Right, like all you have to do is think the right thoughts and suddenly you're rolling in it. So that's what we're going to find out today. Is there really something to this secret? Let's dive in. So Think and Grow Rich is based on the principles of Andrew Carnegie, who, as many might know, was this steel magnate, right? And Carnegie believed that these principles were what made him so successful. And get this, he actually wanted this knowledge to be shared as widely as possible. Yeah, he even thought about this being taught in schools, that it could completely revolutionize education. So it's not just about getting rich yourself, it's about changing how everyone learns. Exactly. So to prove his point, Carnegie commissioned Napoleon Hill to spend over 20 years interviewing some of the most successful people of their time. Wow, we're talking big names like, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, even like romance novelist Fannie Hurst. Oh, wow. Okay, so industrialists, inventors, and even artists. So it's not just for like one specific field. Exactly. And the book really stresses that it's not just about getting all those fancy degrees, it's about applying that knowledge. And these people who achieved great things, many of them didn't even have that much formal schooling. Right. So it really proves that taking action is what matters. Okay, so let's talk about the first step to action. Yeah. Hill calls it burning desire. Now, it's not just wanting something. It's this all-consuming drive. It's like it's almost like an obsession to achieve your goal. Like the book even talks about this guy, Edwin Barnes. Oh, yeah. Who was so determined to work with Thomas Edison. Not even just for him. Yeah, not even for him, but with him. Yeah. That he hopped a freight train just to get to Edison's lab. Right. That is some serious dedication. It really shows you that intensity that Hill is talking about. Right. You need that unwavering commitment to make those things happen. Yeah. And this intense desire, according to Hill, actually kicks off a chain reaction in your subconscious, setting you on that path to achieve it. Okay, so you have the burning desire. What comes next? Next is the power of faith. Okay. Now, before you start thinking this is all about religion, Hill is using faith in a different way. Okay. It's more like this unwavering belief in your own potential. Okay. The idea is that if you truly believe in yourself, you'll attract the means to achieve what you want. So it's like this unshakable confidence that you will succeed. Right. And this leads into one of the most interesting ideas in the book. Mastermind. Best point. This isn't just, networking. Mm-hmm. It's surrounding yourself with the right people, forming this alliance, all working together towards the same goal. So the book actually uses like the formation of U.S. Steel as an example of the mastermind. Exactly. Well, Hill argues that for any really big achievement, this mastermind is key. Like no single person has all the answers, right? Right. But if you can harness the brain power of this carefully chosen group, you really boost your potential. It's like exponential growth. That makes a lot of sense. So we've got the burning desire, the faith in ourselves, and our awesome mastermind crew backing us up. Okay, so what else do we need? Well, we need persistence. Phil is very clear that even geniuses face setbacks. Mm-hmm. It's this persistence, that never giving up that really separates those who succeed from those who just give up. So he actually uses Muhammad as an example in the book, talking about how despite years of setbacks and everything, his belief in his message led to, the creation of a world religion. Right. Talk about persistence paying off. It shows that you can't even think about giving up if you truly believe in what you're doing. You got to push through those obstacles, learn from mistakes, and never lose sight of what you're aiming for, no matter what. So that brings us to another really important principle, imagination. Hill actually says that imagination is what bridges the gap between knowledge and actual wealth. So it's not enough to just have the information. You also need to be creative to really make something of it. Right. Hill actually breaks imagination down into two types, synthetic and creative. Okay.
Synthetic auto-origination is like rearranging existing ideas, like building with Legos.
Right, you've got the pieces, you're making something new, but you're still using what's there.
Exactly.
Okay, so then what's creative imagination?
Creative imagination is where you tap into something bigger, something Hill calls infinite intelligence.
Infinite intelligence.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty intense.
It's like having this endless supply of raw materials for your imagination, so you can build anything you can dream up.
Wow. Okay. So how do we access this infinite intelligence?
Well, Hill thought anyone could tap into this power by developing their creative imagination, through things like visualization, meditation, even autosuggestion, which we talked about earlier.
So it's like training your mind to be more open to those flashes of inspiration.
Yeah, like those aha moments.
Right, those aha moments.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Hill's concept of the sixth sense. Is that related?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The sixth sense is like this intuition, this heightened awareness that helps you pick up on things that other people might miss.
Okay.
Hill was really fascinated by ideas like telepathy and clairvoyance, things that suggest there's this deeper level of perception within us.
It's interesting because these days science is starting to understand more about intuition and how we're all connected. So maybe Hill was onto something even back then.
Yeah, even if the science wasn't there yet to fully explain it. But Hill also knew that even with all these tools, fear can really hold us back.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he dedicated a whole section in the book to outwitting the 6 ghosts of fear.
The 6 ghosts of fear. Those are the fears that can haunt anyone.
Absolutely. Not just those chasing riches.
He's talking about the fear of poverty, the fear of criticism, ill health, losing love,
Right.
old age, even death. Like the big ones.
Exactly. Hill argued that a lot of these fears come from our subconscious. And they can really paralyze us, They can stop us from taking action and reaching our goals.
So how do we actually fight back against these ghosts?
Hill suggests a few different strategies, things like auto-suggestion, using positive affirmations, and remember that supportive mastermind group.
Oh yeah, the mastermind group.
They come in handy here too.
Right.
He emphasizes how important it is to cultivate a positive mental attitude, a mindset that's focused on solutions instead of dwelling on the problems.
So it's about shifting your perspective and believing you can overcome any challenge.
Exactly. And this leads into another fascinating part of Think and Grow Rich, something that goes beyond just getting rich.
Okay.
Hill really believed that true success involved character and being of service to others.
So it's not just about what you can get for yourself, it's about what you can give back.
Exactly. It's about aligning your goals with this desire to make a positive impact in the world. Hill takes it even further.
Okay.
He suggests you come up with a detailed plan to reach that goal. Break it down into smaller steps that you can actually manage.
Right. So that's where you need that specialized knowledge.
Exactly.
You got to figure out what skills and resources you'll need for each of those smaller steps.
And that's where your mastermind group can be super helpful.
Right.
They can give you advice, support, and hold you accountable along the way. It's like having your own personal team of experts and cheerleaders all rolled into one.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You're not in it alone. But even with the best plan and support system, things don't always go perfectly right.
Oh, for sure. He'll need that.
Yeah.
Setbacks are going to happen. But he doesn't see failure as the opposite of success.
Okay.
He sees it as a part of the journey.
So it's that persistence, that refusal to give up that really makes the difference.
You got it. It's about learning from your mistakes, tweaking your approach, and never losing sight of the big picture. And it's about keeping that positive attitude, focusing on solutions, not getting stuck on the problems.
Right. And Hill was all about the power of our thoughts.
Yes.
He believed they could either help us succeed or hold us back.
Absolutely. And that's where things like auto-suggestion and visualization come in.
Like,
by using positive affirmations and visualizing yourself achieving your goals, you can actually reprogram your subconscious mind to create a more empowering belief system.
So it's like training your brain for success.
Exactly. And as you start seeing this positive results, your belief in yourself and the whole process just gets stronger and stronger.
And that makes you even more successful. So it's the upward spiral.
Exactly. It's a cycle that feeds itself. But it all has to begin with that initial spark, and that burning desire that we were talking about earlier.
It feels like Think and Grow Rich offers this blueprint for achieving success.
Yeah.
That's almost timeless. It can be used in any area of life.
I mean, That's the beauty of it. Whether you're an entrepreneur, an artist, or just someone who wants to live a more fulfilling life, these principles can apply.
And it's such a powerful message, especially now. Yeah, there's a lot of challenges out there in the world, but also so many opportunities. It's all about tapping into that potential within you. Yeah, and creating the life you want.
Couldn't have said it better myself. To quote Napoleon Hill, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve.
Ooh, that's a good one. So there you have it, a deep dive into Think and Grow Rich.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone through the principles, the psychology behind it, even touched on some of the more mystical aspects. But now it's your turn. It's up to you to take this knowledge and use it in your own life. Go out there and make your dreams happen.